today's the day I'm finally getting off the Depo shot. So I have been on the Depo shot since December 2021, which was 6 weeks after I gave birth to my fourth baby, Nico. Before I was pregnant, I was 140 pounds. After I gave birth, I was 160 pounds. I am now 175 pounds. And I'm just not cool with that. I'm not happy about how I look. I'm not happy about how my clothes fit. So I'm a firm believer that if you don't like something in your life, you do something about it. You have the power to change things in your life that you don't like. I'm starting with changing my birth control. I have, of course, started working out and started to change my diet. Now, before getting the Depo shot, I was aware that there are people out there that do gain weight on the Depo shot, but everybody is different. So I kind of went into it with an open mind. I know that something that affects one person is not going to affect the next person. I took a chance knowing that there is a possibility for weight gain, and also me having a thyroid condition. I was born without a thyroid, for those of you who don't know, and that does also affect your weight. But I feel like being on the Depo shot has definitely made me gain weight. Now, I personally like the Depo shot because it is so convenient. 4 times a year, I go to my doctor's office and they give me the shot. There's no thought really put into it. I don't have to think about it every single day. But in the beginning, let me just say that the Depo shot really effed me up. So the first 6 weeks after giving birth, I felt fine. I felt happy. I had no signs of postpartum depression. At my 6-week checkup, they give you that paper to fill out. I scored pretty low on it. I didn't feel as though I had postpartum depression. I felt fine. I got my shot on a Friday, and that weekend, I just felt totally different. I felt like this heaviness of emotion just come over me. Just deep, dark thoughts, like, why am I here type of thing? Why am I here on this earth? Not like I was gonna do something to myself, but just like these weird, dark emotions. I definitely felt depressed, and it just wasn't a fun feeling because you feel so alone. You don't know how to express this to somebody. I mean, I don't want to put those emotions on anyone else, and all I could do was just cry to myself. It was really hard. So then my second appointment comes for my second dose. I express my concerns to my doctor, but we're kind of back and forth. Is it postpartum or is it the shot? And I wasn't led to believe that it was the shot. I feel like doctors are like very trained in this area. Like, they don't want to blame the medication. She did prescribe me a medicine, but I really don't like taking those type of things, so I did not take it. I got my second dose, and when I got my second dose, it happened again. It wasn't as intense, but it was still intense. The third shot, same thing, but it wasn't as bad. And then after that, it just, like, I didn't experience those feelings anymore when I would get the shot. I felt fine after. But that was the beginning of getting the Depo shot. I really did not like it. Every 3 months, I would just go back and forth. Do I want to get the shot again? Do I not want to get it? I really didn't want to go back on the pill because I just don't like taking a pill every single day. I already have to take Synthroid every single day, and I can't take them together. I usually take my Synthroid in the morning, and then I take my birth control at night. At least that's what I used to do years ago, because you can't take the two together. It feels good to be confident in my decision and not get this Depo shot again. I finally feel comfortable with making the decision, and I think it's because I'm so unhappy with the weight gain. Now, like I said, I was 160 after I gave birth. I breastfed for a year, and usually with my past 3 babies, I lost my baby weight very, very quickly. So with breastfeeding, I noticed that I was not losing weight. After I stopped breastfeeding, once Nico was a year old, so October 2022, after that, I started to gain more weight. So yeah, now I'm at 175. So I've started exercising. I've changed my diet. I've also eliminated how much coffee I'm drinking because I put a lot of milk in my coffee and I put a lot of sugar in my coffee. So that could be it. So I have been on the pill probably the longest. Different pills, couldn't tell you which ones. I've been on the Paragard IUD, which is the 10-year non-hormone IUD. I hated that thing. I got it taken out after 10 months. I have a whole video on it, but spoiler alert, I could smell the copper with that thing. So I ended up getting it taken out and just going right back on the pill. And I also tried the NuvaRing. Those are the 3 birth controls that I have, or 4 birth controls that I have tried. And I pretty much know what I'm gonna go with, but I'm just gonna talk to my doctor to see how I feel and then just go from there. 2 weeks since my last appointment and 2 weeks since I started my new birth control. The birth control that I ended up going on is the pill. People that know me are probably like, how are you gonna remember to take that every day? You have your hands full, which I agree, I do, but there is an app on iPhone, on the health app. It automatically comes with everyone's phone. Put my medication in there for my Synthroid and my birth control, and I can remember to take it every day because I get a reminder on my phone to take it, and my watch. The exact pill that I went on is this one, which is a low estrogen birth control. It was between that and the Mirena, which is also low estrogen. Now I told my doctor I wasn't comfortable going on the Mirena just because I had the Paragard, and she was like, well, that's because you got the Paragard. And I guess a lot of people aren't successful with the Paragard. Like for me, I could smell the copper and it was a no for me. I guess more people are successful with the Mirena. The only thing is my insurance doesn't take it, so I would have to go to like a clinic in Atlantic City to get it. She said if I like this birth control, then I can stay on it or I can switch to the Mirena, but that should be my next option, which we'll see. So far, I feel really good on this birth control. I don't have any mood swings. I feel really happy. I feel better than I did on the Depo shot. I know that is still in my system, but I've noticed that my appetite is changing. I don't have these crazy cravings anymore. I can control what I'm eating. With the Depo shot, there was just no saying no. If you know, like when you're pregnant, like you just want to eat. Sometimes like you can't control how much you're eating. That's how it is with the Depo shot, but I feel like it's worse. Like I can eat a whole entire cheesesteak in one sitting on the Depo shot, and I couldn't even do that while I was pregnant. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about my decision to finally get off the Depo. I'm so happy that I did it. I have absolutely no regrets. Since I got off the Depo, I have been active. If you follow me on TikTok, you've probably seen that I've been doing a mini stepper challenge where I have been walking 1 mile per day for 30 days on my mini stepper. I'm gonna continue that, and I feel like after the 30 days I'm finally gonna start going to the gym and start working out. I do plan on doing like a whole YouTube video as far as like how much weight I've lost while doing the mini stepper challenge, so stay tuned for that. If you want to talk about your birth control experience and what works for you, leave them in the comments below. It might help someone else. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.